Today you will be learning about seduction. Welcome to the channel. My name is Lauren and I've been doing this for the past 15 years of my life. I am established in Bucharest, Romania. I have a team as a background as well, and I am the author of 6 books. I am NLP therapist and hypnotherapist as well. So we're going to talk about the first misconception, because I see this a common mistake a lot of guys do, a lot of men do, and a lot of other dating coaches as well kind of teach. And a lot of guys think that seduction and approaching women is about the outside world. In reality, it's about the inner perception of this specific world we're talking about. So it's about confronting the self-ego, because once you understand your ego, you can understand the people in front of you. So when you approach women, when you want to pick up girls, it's not about them, it's about you. The only thing you want to notice is, how does your ego manifest itself? What do you do in terms of behavior? What do you do in terms of how you're thinking about situations? How do you react in specific situations? Do you tend to judge people, judge things that are happening in the interaction? What do you tend to do? How do you get out of the approach? How do you manifest in front of rejections and such things moving on? So it's all about the self, not about the outside world. It's the very first thing you want to understand. Second is about, of course, knowing what women want. Now, again, a lot of misconceptions. A lot of people say, you know, women want money, women want God knows what, and dating is impossible today. Although people say this, we always show in every single video on this channel a lot of our students having beautiful, amazing results. 10 out of 10, they have results in approaching women, getting more confident, getting better at gaming them, at having instant dates and possible romantic relationships. So stop living a fantasy, open your eyes, because the reality is in front of you. So what a woman wants is beautiful emotions. She doesn't care about the things you're talking about. She cares about how she feels when she is with you. I am a woman. I want to join this world you're proposing. Yeah, when you're coming to me, you're making a proposal. You're saying, hey, come into my world. Me as a woman, I want to understand, what does your world contain? What can I get when I sit next to you? What are the emotions? How do I feel about you? Am I confident that you will take care of me? Am I confident that tomorrow the roof is not going to fall onto our head? So a woman is looking for 3 things. Financial secureness, yeah, which doesn't mean you have to be God knows what sheikh in Dubai and stuff like that. No, you don't have to be that. It's enough for you to have a stable job or to have a stable company or whatever. It's enough for you to have a direction and just not like tremble when something happens, when something bad in your life happens. So she's looking for a guy that is emotionally stable. So how does a man that is not emotionally stable look like? Well, it's a guy that has a very weak sense of his identity. He doesn't know himself. So of course, when you don't know yourself, everything is gonna affect you. My perspective, outsider perspective, everyone's perspective, everyone's perception about you, everyone's projection will affect you. Why? Because you are so focused on what people are thinking, saying about you, that you don't know yourself, and you don't say certain stuff about yourself that represent you. So that's what we call emotionally unstable and the lack of self-identity. And of course, there is another safety, which is the secureness of a roof of physical safety. Like, I want to be sure you're not going to beat me, you're not going to hit me, you're not going to be violent, reactive, judgy, and I want to make sure as well that, of course, if we have a roof, it's not going to fall into my head. Like, if it's going to rain outside and if our roof becomes weak, you're going to build something, you're going to repair it and stuff like that. You understand my point. So a problem you might have is you lack time. Time is very important for you as a CEO, manager, director, or as an employee to a big company and stuff like that. So money is not a problem anymore. However, time is. Time is important, because time equals money, and I understand that. So what do you need? You need the best advice on the internet when it comes to dating. You need the best plan of action when you are deciding to make a strategy and to take action. That's why I'm here. In the description below, you can find an email address, which is our team's email address. You can contact them and tell them that you want to have a session of 30 minutes to understand each other better and exactly what you're trying to do. This way we know how to help you. Now, we do online coaching, we do boot camps as well here in Romania, Bucharest, because we want to teach you the best that there is on dating. If I said that time is a problem for you, before you even think about taking this specific action, just think about what exactly is consuming your time. There are a lot of people that have built amazing careers and stuff like that. They're very confused about where exactly does the time go. So just take a look at your schedule every single day from Monday to Sunday and just have a clear look and see where exactly is hour by hour of your time going to. Where are you spending it? Because as I said, every second, every minute, every hour matters. The next, you want to ask yourself, are you procrastinating in general? So you might be taking action, you might be developing a career. Bravo for that. We congratulate you. So you are taking the beautiful steps in terms of financial freedom and financial secureness. But where are you procrastinating in such a manner that your emotional life is unfortunately unstable? You're not happy, you're sad, you're not taking action and stuff like that. So where exactly are you procrastination, and why is that? If you cannot manage the answer to that, that's why we recommend once again coaching, because somebody from an outside perspective has to take a look at your life, at the actions you do, and he will understand how to change that, because you do need to change that. The same actions will lead to the same results, so you need different actions to obtain different results. Another thing that might bother you when you're trying to understand seduction and apply it might be the fact that you surround yourself with unconscious or even stupid people at the end of the day. People that don't do anything to amplify the effect of your life, to make it better, to help you in a way. People that are just procrastinating, such as yourself. At the end of the day, you're the sum of the 5 people you're sitting at the table with. Very careful with the people you surround yourself, because they will basically portray your identity as well. Another thing that might bother the seduction that you're trying to apply or develop might be the lack of correct interpretation. You might be misleading certain information, which is basically what 99% of men out there do. They approach a woman, the woman is looking at them, they're like, oh, you know, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, oh, okay, she has a boyfriend, she's taken, so I gotta go. Except for the fact that she is telling him, yes, I have a boyfriend, but smiling, which suggests actually that is a shit test to see how does this guy react. She needs to do that because she needs to understand if this is the right option for her. So dating is not impossible, it's not hard. Only a guy that is a part of a victimhood that likes to victimize is gonna say this. The guys that don't want to work on themselves are gonna say this. The wimpy kids, the simps, the guys that women will never date. Because when you have such a shitty mentality, when you don't take responsibility for the things that are coming into your life, that are happening, when you don't understand that now you're 40 years old, dating is not as when you were 20 years old, because life moves on. Life is on a constant moving form of life. So you gotta understand, when you're not taking action, life is basically upset with you and you don't want to adapt. Guys that find excuses or make more problems to the problems they already have instead of looking for solutions, these are the people that will never progress in life. And I just want you to ask yourself, am I that type of guy, or am I the different one? Because if you're the different one, you gotta take a decision. You gotta take that decision right now. You're already 40 years old, 35, 55, God knows what. Life is short. So I'm just saying, open your eyes, man. And the next thing that you might be doing wrong is the fact that you lack intent. If you don't have intention, you're not gonna achieve anything. It's pretty simple, because women want to see intention. Life wants to see intention. Intention comes from you taking a decision. Decision leads to action, and action leads to results. And results might even lead to the same shitty results because you're taking the same actions. However, this time you're taking action, which is leading to maybe shitty results, but this time you're not complaining. The world is not against you. This time you're learning. You're like, every single thing I do in this life will be a lesson for me. So what can I learn from this? Especially because that guy Lauren on Europe Social Dynamics told me that approaching women is not about them, it's about me. So I gotta take everything from the outside world and turn it back to me. What does that say about me? So once you do this, you will discover the ABC of seduction for busy people such as yourself, even for people that are not that busy, to be honest, but especially for you, where time is a problem, where you're applying not the right information, so to speak. You're taking misleading actions, you're taking misleading informations, you're confused, you're watching all these YouTube videos with all these dating coaches. Just decide, pick one, take a plan of action, take a course of action, do something in that direction, look for feedback, understand the feedback, and then learn to be flexible, adapt, learn, and make it better. In a way that, look at your actions, establish these are the actions I've been taking for the past 20 years of my life. Have I seen any progress? If I didn't see any progress, don't forget, progress equals happiness. If I'm not seeing progress in my life, that means I'm gonna be very, very sad. I have to stop being so ridiculously when I just think that the same actions will give me different results. No, the same actions will lead you to the same results, okay? But you gotta stop whining about these kind of things. Just gotta be a man, take responsibility for what's happening in life, and when things don't work, just look for help, man. Because like I said, how important is dating for you right now? You're emotionally pretty much stable maybe, or you're financially stable and you just want to take this action. How important is this for you? So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. You got my email description below. Contact my team, this way we know who you are and we can decide what to do further on. So thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day.